This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. There is just one company that makes so many games that I have to take and make it a top 20 list. And then I have a whole bunch of honorable mentions because this company is just that damn good. And the only company I could be talking about is, you got it, GMT. Wow. I mean, what more can I say than you know, when you talk about quality in games and stuff, it's GMT. All right. And then on top of it, the staff, the people, Rachel, Gene, everybody, anything that you need, you need a question answered, you know, especially being somebody that does this this YouTube thing and really talks, you know, does reviews and stuff like that. If you're unsure about something, they're there to help. If you need something, they're there to help. And that speaks of a good quality company. But I tried to nail it down to my top 20 games of all time, and this is going to be 2 videos, and what we're going to do is break it up. And I was thinking of just doing all 20 at once, but you know something, it would just be too long of a video, and who wants to sit through it? So what we're going to do is top 20. We're going to go from 20 to 11, and then we'll build up suspense for our big top 10, which will be a few days after this. So without further ado, guess what? Let's break it down. The top 20 GMT games of all time by Rob. Tabletop World. This is my opinion, nobody else's. At number 20, Tank Duel. Now, Tank Duel is something really unique, something very, very special. It is card driven. There are so many different theaters you can play. This game really does everything right. It is a tank game through and through, and just one of my favorite games on this list. I feel it's 20 because I just haven't played it enough to really put it in that top 10. But as the more I play it, the more I kind of find that, you know, I want to move it up on this list, and I really think it's something special. And number 19 is Paths of Glory. You know, when you talk about components and you talk about clean rules and smart, the Path of Glory just does it right. I wanted to put this higher. It's just, when I look at this list, it's so hard to put anything higher. There's things that I left off this list that could easily have gone in this slot, but Path of Glory, I just felt it was such a strong, it's such a strong game that it deserves to be in this top 20. I absolutely adore it. I think you should check it out. And if you don't have it, shame on you. Especially if you're a GMT fan, this is just a must-have for sure. At number 18 is MBT. You know, this has a lot of Panzer Blitz feel to it a bit, or Panzer Leader. It just not so much, but the cards that break everything down for it, the quality of that, the way this just plays, it's so smart. The theaters that it picks is glorious, and I had to put this in here because it's just one of those games that is just so strong and so smart. It really, when you break down the units and the cards are just give you everything that you need on it. It plays so well. It's so clean. The rule book, another thing that is just, you know, I'm a big guy with rule books. When you can explain something to me and I can understand it, because I really have a hard time understanding rules at times. This game really just stands and is very, very, very strong. And to be at number 18 with all the games that they've put out is very, very strong. At number 17 is Dominant Species. What can you say about this? The evolution of a species and how well this game plays it and does it. The Marine one I didn't like as much as this one. This one here is just so solid. It's so smart. It's so clean. Outside the wargaming spectrum, and yet does things so well. And the quality. I mean, this just speaks of everything that GMT does. The gene pool, how you evolve things, and try to to avoid complete utter destruction, and try to really just be the dominant species. I mean, what more can you say? Really, really just tight, very good game. And number 16 is Churchill. Churchill is just, when you take the three different powers at that time, Russia, America, and of course the British, and the struggle within that, Churchill just does everything right. Another great war game set in World War II, and just really, the politics of things, the way things are done. It really is a fantastic game. And if you're looking for something a little outside the box of your normal war game, Churchill speaks to all those things, and is just absolutely beautiful quality-wise, and gives you a great feel of that time and era. Number 15 is kind of a shocker for everybody, which is Twilight Struggle. For me, I like this game, Cold War games. For the longest time, it was on BGG's. It was number 1 in BGG's list. Very, very strong game. The computer game is another great game. Trying to go through and win the Cold War, which good luck with that. This is just a very, very intriguing, card-driven, fantastic game that really, really stands out there. It's a 2-player game, which is just, it works so well in an evening, and it's just, there was a reason it was number 1 on BGG's list for the longest time. And Twilight Struggle is one of the classics from GMT and has to be considered that. For me, it's at number 15. At number 14 is Apocalypse Road. Modeled after Thunder Alley, which is another great game. But now you have weapons, and it's the apocalypse, and everything else that can go wrong can go wrong. I really like this. I really like what this does, how it does it. I love the setting. I love the weapons. I love the surprises. I love everything that can go wrong. Trying to survive, trying to come out of it with your car. Really done very well. I found myself playing it a lot. The board is huge. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it really stands out. And at number 14, Apocalypse Road definitely deserves to be on this list. A newer game, but an instant classic for me. And number 13, surprisingly enough, is Thunder Alley. Now, I was kind of thinking of picking one or the other, but I think I kind of, because they're different yet similar in a lot of ways, I put Thunder Alley here. The expansion just makes it even better, done by our good friend Richard Launius, who understands NASCAR. The way you draft, the way you build teams, the way you race around the track, and the way everything works with the draft, and trying to pass or getting out of line and not getting good air, and wrecks, and all the other things that go into NASCAR racing is very detailed in this fantastic simulation, which just does a really great job at racing. Even though I do like Thunder Rolls, which came out recently, for what it is. This, if you are looking for the ultimate simulator of NASCAR, it'd have to be Thunder Rally. Plain and simple. At number 12, Here I Stand. And this is an older game, but just a really very strong experience. One of those things that I think if you are a war gamer is a must-have. From the detail to the clean, again, I say it a lot in this video, is the clean rule book. This really speaks to what GMT represents and what they do. From the components, which are beautiful, from you know, the detail of the error, the detail of everything that they do. This game really stands as one of their strong points, as a very, very strong game, and deserves to be on this list at number 12. I think some people would have it even higher. For me, it sits at number 12. Number 11 is Talon. Talon is one of my favorite ship-driven games. One of the things I love about it is everything is on the chit itself, and how you are going to fill in everything with the dry erase marker, how you go through battles. It's clean, it's simple. Once you understand how to allocate power and everything, and how things work on your chit, you know how you're going to be using your missiles, when, movement, where to assign things, when you lose things, how do you overcome certain things. This and its expansions are just glorious, and definitely deserves to be here at number 11. Talon, if you haven't played Talon, then you're doing yourself a serious misjustice. If you love spaceship battles, this is probably the most ultimate game for spaceship battles, and I think Talon is so strong. It's one of those games that you must have. So there you have it, 20 to 11, the first installment of this, and then we're going to be back with our next video, which will take us in the top 10 GMT games of all time. The list has changed quite a bit for me. I'm telling you right now, over the last couple of years since I've done the last one of this, there have been a lot of games that have really fallen into this category that just blow me completely away. And we'll take a look at that next in our next video. So until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.